I'll talk about more of what unlocks in just a bit, but it's a very important speech. As this is happening, my guy returns to the base, which is when Elle discovers firsthand just how prepared they are. Fitted with sonic defenses, this stops her from opening the doorway. At the base, the tunnel plan works with a gang sneaking kids out akin to the one-by-one prison escape in Great Escape. Just like that film though, things go wrong. However, here it's due to a water leak that eventually leads to the guards being alerted, and thus things fall apart mid-plan. I love how this idea of escape also reflects the base break-in we have with Hopper and Elle. Kay comes across 11, while Hopper gets a bloody poor scientist killed, mate. That's a bit unfair. But yeah, opening of the door to release Callie, that's a nice way to reflect the escape that we also have in the right side up. Now, though we don't get any deaths in this volume, I did think we might see Hopper go. Not only is he bleeding out, but he also gets grabbed by a tentacle. He also has the explosive vest, and yeah, though it doesn't lead to his death, I did wonder if they were aiming towards that for the end of the season. Kay tortures him, and in many ways is sort of a mirror of Vecna, who also uses the Upside Down's creatures as her tools. Eventually, Hopper and Elle overpower her, but she's set up as a nice formidable foe for the rest of the season. Remembering his dying daughter, Hopper eventually goes to the doorway, thinking he's going to take down Vecna, but it's a twist. And yeah, we get that reveal with Callie. Now elsewhere, we see as Murray opens up the tunnel, but unlike the Great Escape, they actually get out to the tree line. Taking kids in the Bradley's Big Buy van, we see Vecna's forces are unleashed on the right side of base. He's come to collect the kids, and I love this whole scene in this climax, basically. Just them banging through the metal paneling felt like a shark moving under the water, and it highlights they could have really broken in at any time they wanted to. Vecna was trying to move undetected under the surface though, but now it's time to spring forth. Literally. Watching the Demogorgons versus the army is such a good finale, and you fully understand how outmatched the humans are. The one shot of following Mike leading them out, so well done, and it feels like the war zones in Children of Men, all a lot more supernatural. They also chase Murray and the gang, but it's not until Vecna finally reveals himself the plan starts to come together. He is evolved and even more twisted than what we've ever seen before. It's kind of like when William Birkin comes back down the line in Resident Evil 2. He just tears the soldiers apart and seems completely unstoppable. As far as introductions go, I couldn't think of a better one, and it just marks out how powerful that he is. Once the dust settles, he basically lays out his plan to Will and tells him that it was through him he realized he could reshape minds. He targeted kids because they're more easily shaped and controlled, basically being the perfect vessels. He leaves Will behind believing that he's weak, but just like Vecna, he's also evolved as well. Using his newly unlocked abilities, he destroys the Demogorgons and saves his friends. Remembering his childhood with Mike and pushed on by Robin's words, we see his life as a kid, and there might have been some dust in the room, mate, because this bit got to me. But yeah, this also shows him as a sorcerer, and he steps up and unlocks these powers, with even his eyes going white like Vecna's before he carries out his signature snapping. His nose also bleeds just like 11, and he is 12, 13, 14, I don't know, mate. We then get to Black, but I think this indicates a lot of ways that things are going to go. I actually feel like Will use these abilities to control the Mind Flayer, and this will be the way to stop Vecna. This scene showed firsthand how flamethrowers don't even work on him, and yeah, bullets have no chance at all now. So I think they're going to need something bigger, and the Mind Flayer is the kind of wild card that can definitely become that. It also ties in with Vecna's origin too, and if weaponized, could definitely be used to strike fear in him. That's how I think things are going to go though, but yeah, if you have other theories, then drop them below. Now, as for my thoughts on the season, I had a weird time with it when I first started watching it, mate. I don't know if it was overproduced or what, but I don't know. Everything felt so fake. It was weird. I know it's not real, mate, before you start, but I think in the past, when they had a lower budget, stuff just seemed more realistic. There was a ton of green screen, crazy over-the-top creature stuff, and them attempting to do de-aging, which I don't really think they pulled off. So it actually seemed better when they had a lower budget and weren't trying to do every special effect ever. Does that make sense? I don't know, just something when I was watching the first episode, I was looking around like, is this me? I don't know, it's just not connecting with me. Everything is turned up to 11, but fortunately, I did get into it come episode 2. I think this was a pretty strong set of episodes, and I love the mysteries and changes with Vecna. Also, the ties to A Wrinkle in Time was so well put together, and I think that worked really, really well. Come episode 3, I was fully settled into it, and I am excited to see where things go and how they wrap things up. Anyway, that wraps up part 1 of season 5, and I'd of course love to hear your thoughts and theories below. How do you think the first part turned out, and will you be ruining Christmas and New Year to watch part 2 and 3, or potentially improving it? Please drop a like on the video and drop a comment with all your thoughts below. If you want to follow us on Instagram as well, then check us out at Heavy Spoilers. Did you know as well that members of the channel also get early access to videos like this, and if you click the join button you get at least one breakdown a week before anyone else. It's just 99 cents a month, less than $12 a year, and yeah, hopefully that's not a lot to you, but if a lot you do it, means a hell of a lot to us, and we really appreciate it. Anyway, on the screen right now we've got a breakdown of Welcome to Derry, so I'll see you over there after this. If not though, thanks for sitting through this video, thank you for bearing through my voice, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, peace.